Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. We are in a recovery cycle still from our debt crisis, poor management of subjects, and all the government collapse that happened because of that in the elections. But we did figure out a few things for future playthroughs to be more efficient. Looks like our original political party is actually growing in interest again, so they're up to 13% total. We could merge all this. So that is notable. Probably could actually get them to win the election with just 13% too. It'd be difficult. I think this would be down at like 12 or 11. This would be easier to spread out. But anyway, we are almost still maintaining our 20 billion in earnings, even with max expenses now and everything except the military. The Free Syrian Army, they don't get nukes. But Kurdistan gets another one. They get a nuclear power plant. As we pay down another billion. And somehow we have another foreign investment to make. You know what? Iran going for nuclear energy just feels right. I don't know why, but we'll just give them a nuclear energy cooperative. They still don't have it. That's all I'm saying. Is they haven't built nuclear power plants everywhere yet. And it's been 20 more years. Which is crazy. Yeah, we probably need to work on our IFV design now. Go ahead and get that going and just get the base built out with our modern equipment hole we have. And did we have any like cool name for these, or did we just call them IFV one? Okay. So we're gonna call this the 2040 what? IFV, the new one, so 2. Main gun. We can put light tank guns go on there. Medium tank guns. Assault. I think we want auto cannons. We want future auto cannons with coax. Probably unmanned turrets as well. I think it's a huge armor bonus. Well, oscillating is a lot of attack power, but no armor. This gives more breakthrough. Yeah, so let's go unmanned this time. Reloading, we'll give him revolver loading. This is questionable. External ATGMs gives crazy piercing. Have to have a troop transport. So let's go ahead and get that on there and get our class right. No, that looks like a tank. Fully like a tank, so let's go with that. We can add more offensive systems. Like barrel extensions would give us more piercing. Remote weapons give us more armor. Gives us more AA. Defensive systems. There's more defense and breakthrough. This would give us 2 more breakthrough. Or if I put something like blowout panels on here, we get way more survivability. Whereas troop transport doors gives us more suppression and reliability. Let's go ahead and get that on here. Get economic intelligence going as well. Probably gonna be a medium suspension. Speed, hardness, fuel usage over pneumatic. Yeah, this gives us way less reliability. Gives more defense though, and breakthrough. For more fuel usage. This is just worse generally. Yeah, let's go pneumatic. Stealth armor is probably thermal armor. I think that is the best. We can go switch that around later. Yeah, if we put... I mean, these are gas engine, turbine engines. Not very fast or fuel efficient. Battle stations. Gives huge reliability. Debuffs again. Equipment. Mine protection would help. Blowout panels really helps, so let's do that. We're gonna get spaced armor, and then we're an autocannon ammo. And mixed. Anti-vehicle or anti-infantry? Mixed puts us at 30 and 17 with 72 piercing. This gives us 35 and 16 for anti-infantry, which is fine. That's not even a huge loss, but it's a huge gain in soft attack. Our reliability is terrible. Baseline. I'm not gonna bump anything in this design. Yeah, we're already at like 80% reliability. Let's see if we can do anything to help that. It is optical. Nope, can't be used. Stealth armor. Forbids troop transport rolls, so we can't take that. Light composites. Breakthrough, hardness, speed. Speed goes down. Defense goes down. But our hardness goes up. Not worth it. We'll keep the stealth armor. Medium suspension. Let's look if we go torsion bar. This should help reliability. We lose a little bit of breakthrough in defense. For reliability, so let's go ahead and take that. All right. That'll give us a lot of piercing. That'll lower our hardness. Our fuel usage goes up. But overall, I think that's a pretty good IFV. I'm not recruiting an agent right now, so we're fine there. Let's go ahead and get equipment. Keep working on autocannons. Yeah, this thing is gonna get replaced by that. So we have 2,600 of these to upgrade, which is acceptable. All right, so we're gonna get punt land in, and we get to see what that does. So we actually have a deficit of labor. Somewhere we have a deficit. Let's see how bad it is. Barely any in the offices, but that's not great. That's a problem. We're now over 15 trillion in GDP. All of this is now a core. So you can annex core region, get a claim on it. That's good to note. Split it up it the one that you want. Take all your annexed regions. Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. Go ahead and delete whatever that is. Oh god. How many of these do we have? Yeah, we're just gonna disband those. That looks like that was all there were. Get our research slot presented to us. Instruction. Go ahead and cancel these. Yeah, we want this active protection systems. Definitely hurting missing that. We did acquire 900 billion. We can put some of that into random investments. We're just going to go throughout the world and throw down some random stuff. The rest of that's going into debt. So Chad, Republic of Africa places, and we'll just put stuff over there. And we're going to pay all of this into this. Our interest rate is below 7% now. Our international investments, we're at a $250 million almost per week. And we're paying $13 billion per week in debt, which we will be eliminating. Military spending to go up. We would also shrink our workforce, spend another $4 billion. I'm not going to do that until we're over 30 billion in income. Power, we're actually really well off because of all those nuclear facilities we just got. Let's check our power grid. Yeah, so we have plenty of fuel, looks like. Special Forces application needs to be lower. So we definitely need contribution from Marines to be at a minimum. We also are going to want naval invasion capacity bonuses here. Those would be great. Air mobile units. This gives us another artillery battery, so we can actually make our airborne units very strong. I believe that was the one. Yeah, and this is Special Forces cap from them. I don't care about training time, but that cap contribution is huge. This gives us capacity and cap, anti-air defense, and organization. This is big. All right, so Navy. Keep working on missile systems. We have nuclear patrol like boats, which is hilarious. The little corvettes. Absolutely hilarious to me. That we're rolling around with nuclear corvettes. It's a great day. And 1.8 or 1.0, yeah, 08. The party's recovering. I see it happening. Can we go under 10 trillion? That is the question. All right, we're actually short steel and precious metals. Okay. World tension is down to nothing, so unless we go neo-imperialism, we're kind of trapped. We are making a tank a day, effectively, so we're getting like 500 a year. Pretty terrible. That's trash. We have 200 fighters in our stockpile. So we can finish out our air wing. And we'll go ahead and get them set up so that they are over there providing support. Our airlift wing. I passed it. Right here. Yeah, we do not have enough. We're gonna keep bumping this up. Alright, so we did just get a turbine engine upgrade. That's good. You can invest somewhere in a project. China doesn't want money. America's fine with it. America gets it. Tax cost is still extremely high. I think our election's in 2043. Yeah, so that's probably the next major goal is to get the Devratskia Partitia, I guess is how you would say that in terrible accent. Um, Back into power as the non-aligned have taken a 16% hold. Yeah, what does this social democrat give us? No perks whatsoever. Lame, very lame. I hate it. I don't like it. It's not cool. I can't build any plants. What about Turkey? They'll take it. The Turkish people get some more money. We get to pay down a little bit more of our debt. All right. Yeah, we're kind of sitting in the same spot. How is Australia? Are they integrating all this? Like, what's going on here? They're trying. They have it almost down. What about Timor-Leste? Papua New Guinea is free. The investments in. All right. Let's check their equipment stockpiles again. Looks like they are hanging tight with the same amount of everything. They are accruing more equipment, though. They have a lot of modern equipment. That's something we can't compete with. See a lot of like low-end IFVs. Second generation self-propelled guns, so artillery things. I mean, if they're coming at us with the Toyota, the terrorist Toyota, I think we can go ahead and get this done. Let's do it. AK-31s, they have a lot of arms. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to focus on getting the government flipped back around. We're going to work completely and totally towards that goal. And then we're going to go back into neo-imperialism. The world is too peaceful right now. Can't see their unit info for their troops. That's wild. But I can see their navy. They have 2 carriers, which is nothing. $88 attack subs, 13 missile subs, 1,000,000,000 corvettes, 1,000,000,000 frigates, 1,000,000,000 destroyers, barely any cruisers, barely. Oh, they have 16 helicopter operators though. They do have 18 carriers. Those vertical land, short takeoff vehicles like the F-35 and such, they're gonna have. Oh, could I see their Air Force? I was terrified of their Navy. 40,000 planes. Oh no. That's too many. That's too many planes, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna keep paying down. We're still above 6%. And I'm gonna wait for money to stockpile. Yeah, we're over $250,000,000 of weekly income from foreign investments again. Nowhere near the 11 billion we were at, which is the saddest thing in the world. But I mean, we sacrificed it to pay off $300 trillion in debt because I made an idiotic mistake without reading and didn't understand the mechanics. So that's where that's at. Paying for my earlier transgressions, but it's all good. We're gonna get air-to-ground weapons going. And we're gonna cook for stealth internal bays so that when we get these 6th-gen fighters, we're just gonna have the best equipment we can have other than the engines. And we'll make them drone fighters after that. Like, we are short factories. Betting. Willing to bet money on that. Yeah, we would need 3, 4 more. So 3 more added in completely. Fully autonomous bombers. Alright, so let's see if we can find where we're going to be putting our military production right now. Preferably internal. So that looks like a good spot with 16 of them right there. We're going to bump that up. And move that to the bottom of the stack. Good. We did finish in Eastern Georgia, our office sector there. That's nice. We have enough money accrued. Go ahead and start doing max tier nuclear plant investments in various locations across the world. Or max stacks. We do have a lot of like air experience. But this is using ground. Isn't that great? This also uses ground. It is air mobile. Reliability bonuses for helicopters. That's actually underrated. Supply usage reduction. That's underrated. That's confusing. Is it minus 5% fuel usage? Because that would be cool. But these are soft attack, breakthrough, paratrooper defense. Gives bonuses for heavy equipment, like engineering equipment. Combat width for attack helicopters lowered. With reliability bonuses there. I'm thinking combat width, regardless of what these other options do. We'll see. Contribution. Org bonus. These contribution bonuses are actually huge. Speed. Huge speed bonus. And capacity on that side. That's crazy. Attack bonuses. Division training time. That's useless. Speed. Org. We're going back for capacity there with more hard attack on that one. With more speed and org options. So you can either make it really hard hitting. You can add a whole nother half a helicopter. Or give yourself a capacity modifier there while also increasing their attack stats. Org bonuses. This is just for light assault though? Yeah, this just might be for infantry without vehicles. Health bonuses, speed. I don't know, man. Combat width is pretty hard to pass up when you're only acquiring like one or two more special forces capacity. So I'm thinking this is the way. Gunship escorts, which grants attack helicopter a production cost reduction and crazy breakthrough bonuses. Capacity bonus. One of these. Reliability. This is crazy. This might be supply usage and fuel usage. Gives defense, hard attack, and soft attack. Same here. All for attack helicopter units. Is this the same one for attack helicopter? Yeah, different rates though. This is all soft. This is more hard attack. Defense and soft attack. And then trickle and war support protection. Could be useful, but honestly, the org factor plus air defense on top of these bonuses here with the combat width and the reliability, I have to take this middle line. It has to go that route. Airborne doctrine. We're going to go ahead and push this. App contribution. This gives breakthrough for heavy engineering for motorized paratroopers, though. Not mechanized, motorized. Yeah, so that would all be motorized. I need to rethink whether or not that's worth it if it's motorized. Yeah, because this is cap contributions. These are mechanized and armored. Yeah, and this gives mechanized and armored paratroopers huge health bonuses. I need to switch it. Yeah, that's the wrong one. We'll switch it. We'll take that. Coordination is huge. Heart attack bonuses, health. Training time is nothing. It does give good bonus modifiers for the mortar barrages. But the health is too much to pass up. Yeah, so I think we got self-sharpening rods. This gives some other tank gun stuff that we don't really need. Heavy autocannons might be worthwhile. Yeah, we're gonna go down the heavy autocannons for a second. We'll be able to make a comparison with our IFVs later. And we do have a bunch of facilities we can invest in. It seems like. Getting pretty good political power gain. We do need to stockpile this and see where our political party alignment ends up. And we are out of time, too. So we'll go ahead and end it here with us moving from a recession back to stagnation, which is going to help out everyone. And we'll end up working really hard to get our political power up for the non-aligned faction and take control of the government again. So that's our goal. As we've unified Chechnya, recovered from our economic crisis, lost some ground, but we're overall in a better spot. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode.